In today's lecture, I'm going to solve a question from hyperbola as well as from integration. The question is, let E be the eccentricity of the hyperbola and f of E be the eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola. Then we have to prove that integration from 1 to 3 of this composite function we have taken n times, that is f of E, will be equal to 2 root 2 if n is odd, and if n is even, it will be equal to 4. We have to prove this. So let's start. Now, in order to integrate this, first I need to find the relation between the eccentricity and eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola. So as we know that the relation between eccentricity and eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola vary like this. That is 1 upon eccentricity square plus 1 upon eccentricity of its own conjugate square will be equal to 1. The sum will be equal to 1. And from here I'm going to get the value of f of E here. So from here I can say f of E, or f square of E, first I'm going to calculate this, will be equal to E square upon E square minus 1 here. And then from here I can say f of E will be equal to E upon root over E square minus 1. Now if you see one thing here, there is very clear that the integration of this composite function taken n times, now the integration changes according to the value of n. Then from here I can say, I can make one observation, that is the composite function here, that is f of E, is dependent on n. If n is even, we'll get something. If n is odd, we'll get something. So let's do generalization here. Okay, for that I need to calculate f of E here first. So let's calculate the composite function 2 times. So here I'm taking n is equal to 2 here. Let's calculate. So right now the function is input is E here. Now we have the input f of E. Okay, so in this world I'm going to replace E by f of E here. We'll get this as f of E upon root over f square of E minus 1 here. So this will be equal to E upon root over E square minus 1 whole divided by, we'll get this as E upon root over E square upon, we'll get this as E square minus 1 and minus 1 here. Now the one thing is, after taking LCM, I think this E square and E square will cancel out here, and in numerator of the denominator we'll get this as 1 here. Remaining part, root over E square minus 1, root over E square minus 1 will cancel out, and in denominator we had 1. So from here I can say f of E will be equal to, here it will be equal to E only. Similarly, if you calculate for 3 times, let's say f of E. Now we know that f of E 2 times will be equal to E. So f of E will be equal to f of E here. So from here I can say the clearly generalization, I can say that for n is equal to even, we are getting E, and for n is equal to odd here, we are getting f of E, because again you calculate 4 times, again you will get this as E, and when you calculate for 5 times, again it will be equal to f of E. So from here I can say the clear-cut generalization is, for n is equal to even here, we'll get E, and n is equal to odd, we'll get f of E. So let me write the generalization here. So from here I can say that f of E taken n times for n is equal to odd, I can say it is equal to f of E here, and for n is equal to even, I can say it is equal to E here. So once we got the generalization, now I think I can integrate this. Now we have done the generalization of the composite function. Now we are ready to integrate. So I'm going to take the cases. First I'm going to take n is equal to even. So n is equal to even here, first case. When n is equal to even, then integration from 1 to 3, the composite function will be equal to E here, and then integration of E, we are integrating with respect to E here. So we'll get this as E square divided by 2, lower limit is 1, upper limit is 3 here. So 1 by 2 outside, when I put 3 I'll get 9, when I put 1 here we'll get 1. So this will be equal to 9 minus 1, 8, 8 divided by 2 will be equal to 4. So hence the first part is proved. For n is equal to even, we'll get this as 4. Now let's prove for the next part, which is n is equal to odd. So when n is odd here, we'll get integration from 1 to 3, and that is f of E here and d of E, because we are integrating with respect to E, and integration from 1 to 3. Now f of E will be equal to, I have calculated earlier, that is E upon root over E square minus 1 and d of E here. Now I think I can see the function and derivative clearly here. So if I take E square minus 1 is equal to x, I think the derivative is 2E here. So in order to make the complete derivative, I'm going to multiply and divide by 2. So we'll get 1 by 2 outside. Now integration of this will be very easy because derivative is present. In presence of derivative, the function is going to act as x only. So integration of 1 upon root over x is twice root over e square minus 1. And the lower limit is 1, upper limit is 3 here. Although you can take any substitution, e square minus 1 is equal to y. I'll do it directly here. So here 2 and 2 will cancel out. When you put 3 here, we'll get this as root over 9 minus 1, that is 8. And then minus, when you put the lower limit, you'll get root over 1 minus 1, that is 0. So answer is 2 root 2. And for odd n is equal to odd, we have proved here, we'll get the integration as 2 root 2. And for even, we have proved it is equal to 4. So we have done both of the parts, and that will be all.